right, parents. The kids are all now officially back in school, but they may find something more than just reading, writing, and arithmetic. Unfortunately, by 6th grade, at least 1 in every 10 child will encounter these guys right here, whether it's in their hair, clothing, or even books. Okay, so here on the 411 on Back to School Bugs, Richard Conaway, service specialist with Truly Nolan of Albuquerque. Thanks for coming in, Richard.
Thank you, Liz. Appreciate it.
Not always a comfortable topic to talk about when we talk about pests, but the truth is pests are out there. They're everywhere.
Yes.
And it's important to empower you parents at home to know what to do and get educated on the matter. So let's talk about what some of the more common pests are, specifically in schools.
Well, in schools, you're going to have a few different kinds, starting with head lice. Yeah. And silverfish, fire brats, things like that. They're going to be the common pests inside of schools.
Okay. So usually when they're found in schools, they attach themselves in some fashion to the child.
Yes.
You brought in some examples, like backpack. They're even found in books, which is interesting.
Yeah. So silverfish are going to hang out in books. They're going to be a big common pest for schools, destroying libraries.
Really?
Yeah, because they get into the bindings of the books, and then they eat the actual glue that's binding the book together.
Now, are these we're talking lice? I know. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're so small.
Yes.
It's very hard to see. This silverfish pest, is that also like microscopic?
They actually get pretty big, from a ½ inch in size to a full inch in length.
Oh, so those are a lot more visible.
They're a lot more visible, right? And it's apparent. They're a little harder to detect sometimes because they are a nocturnal pest. Okay. So that's why sometimes a whole library or your clothes in the closet or your shoes inside of the closet might be missing its laces because it's a nocturnal pest, so you might not see it right away.
Wow, I had not heard about that one, especially found in books. Okay, so should parents be, how concerned should parents be, and what do you think they should do?
Well, as far as head lice, that's always a concern for most parents because, with kids going back to school, it's a busy time. That's just another thing that they're going to have to deal with as well. So as far as, monitoring their kids, the ages from 4 to 14 are the most likely to get head lice.
Okay.
So as far as, monitoring and inspecting your kids' hair once in a while, once in a month is the best way to do that.
And then of course, if you notice they're starting to itch.
Right. And schools will often, conduct a head lice check.
Right?
You got it. So just to make sure.
Interesting. Okay. So there are, though, here's what's interesting and where your business comes along is that there's things that you can do to prevent, not just for head lice, for the other pests.
Yes. So, as far as silverfish, you have the backpack here, and that's going to have a lot of seams. You want to educate your kids too as well. Hey, don't leave your backpack inside of the bathroom, drag it on the floors. For the younger kids, the elementary schools, they'll have like cubby holes and cubby areas where they put all of their stuff together. So, those are just things that you want to check every once in a while, go through the backpack, make sure it isn't deteriorating in zippers and seams and things like that. And then as far as, the kids' head lice, you definitely want to check that. Anytime that they have, little kids even more than the older kids, because the older kids will tell you, hey, I think there's something in my hair, But versus a 5-year-old, versus a 5-year-old who's going to say, I don't know what's the deal. So that's just a check.
So for some of these other pests, do you know, are there, aside from, checking them like you said, are there products out there that you can buy to either spray down or maybe some washes?
Well, there is a plethora of products out there in the market, especially for head lice. We don't deal with head lice professionally because there is so many products and it is a little easier to take care of than your general pest. Now the silverfish is going to be a little bit different. There are products out there that you can get over the counter, but if you're really concerned and you do see them, I would definitely contact us or another professional to go ahead and take care of that for you.
Wow, really interesting, but good to know. It's good to be empowered with all the information, right? Richard Conaway, thank you very much for coming in and giving us a 411 on this. For a recap, by the way, on all of this, and for more information on Truly Nolan, just go to our website, casa.com. We've got a link for you there.